Shadow the Hedgehog comes running out of the forest and towards the egg face white Acropolis. Robots shoot at him after Shadow jumps into the base perimeter. Shadow and Rouge are walking through the outside base when robots remember that's not possible. They find the computer room which deposits Shadow and Rouge in the location of the ruins. Eggman drops down from the air in his egg mobile before the Scepter of Darkness shoots into the air and darkness emerges from it. Mephiles emerges from Shadow's shadow and laughs between a purple orb and all three of them disappear. Shadow and Rouge fall into the future and find the computer room again before Sonic, Tails and Knuckles fall down from the air. They find a Chaos Emerald and notice a dusty E-123 Omega lying down against a cylinder filled with sparkling orange energy. Sonic, Tails and Knuckles come to the flame core when Rouge says,
"You're too slow!"
They try to catch the Chaos Emerald but Iblis says no. They stop it and go back to the present. But Shadow says no because Mephiles snaps his fingers. Rouge appears in the present and runs away while Shadow is still in the future. Omega is walking through the ruins when Rouge appears and deposits a Chaos Emerald in Omega face and Omega crosses into standby mode. Back to the future, Shadow approaches Mephiles but Mephiles snaps his fingers and a cage with a future version of Shadow appears. Mephiles says that the world will be against him after the world was devastated by sparkling orange energy but Shadow says no and prepares to fight. Mephiles grabs Shadow and Omega appears and shoots Mephiles who disappears in a puff of smoke and Shadow and Omega jump into the orb. Shadow and Omega jump into the present and Rouge briefly appears behind them as Shadow marches away. Shadow breaks into Dr. Eggman's radical train through the roof and Eggman drops a confession to the Solana disaster 10 years ago. Or Silver fires an energy blast at Sonic and Elise is kidnapped by Eggman for the millionth time. Shadow jumps between Sonic and Silver and Sonic runs away. Shadow and Silver fight and open a time rift into the truth about 10 years ago. Shadow and Silver appear in a long corridor of egg. The Duke of Solana and some scientists are watching a cylinder filled with sparkling orange energy named after their eternal sun god. It is about to blow up and Elise enters the room. Shadow and Silver see the explosion and see Mephiles and Ively flee. Shadow takes the scepter of darkness and they leave. Mephiles slithers away and Shadow tries to seal Mephiles in the scepter of darkness and then he leaves before even saying chaos control. Outside the castle, Silver is seen holding the princess and deposits Elise before Shadow looks at it with wide eyes on his feet and then places the scepter of darkness on yourself. Then they return to the present. Shadow appears in the present again and Rouge meets Shadow. Omega is shooting Mephiles with limited success and Mephiles melts to leave. Shadow and Rouge arrive on the scene and Shadow becomes sad because Omega appears to seal Shadow in the future. Shadow, Rouge, and Omega are standing in the desert and notice a dusty desert with a lot of sand. They see Mephiles holding the yellow Chaos Emerald floating in the air and prepare to fight Mephiles. Mephiles melts into a puddle and Shadow tries to seal Mephiles in the scepter of darkness. But the scepter explodes in a bright light and Mephiles swirls into a solid figure in the air and copies himself to fight Shadow. Shadow nods and decides to fight like he always has.
Of the strong found the meaning